Hello, this video is all about helping you guys out with catching up in career planning. So I am logged in here. I'm using a student view. It is not you that I'm logged in as. So this information is not yours, but this will show you what to do to check your grade and to catch up. So as you can see, that there is some information that is useful right when you log in. I would ignore this part, the overdue part right here. That's just not that helpful. Even if it's functioning appropriately and correctly in your class, this is not a good tool. It's just not good. If, for instance, if you're missing a quiz, it's going to take you right to the quiz. But if you haven't read any of the content leading up to the quiz, so that's where the questions come from, for instance, you're not going to do well by just clicking on the quiz and taking the quiz. You need to access the course content. So this is not helpful. This stuff is. And the progress, if it's a low number, especially this far into the quarter, that's really a red flag that you're not accessing content. So let's go ahead and take a look here. The first thing I would do when you get to any of your classes to see what an accurate picture is of your grade in a class and why it's that way, you click this grades tab. Once you get here, as you scroll down, you're going to see things as they were assigned in chronological order. So for instance, in this class I've got here, class orientations on top. These are free points. Here's the link to the assessment, but again, this is just the quiz. It's not where the answers are. The answers are in the class orientation video, which is right on our class homepage. This student view I'm looking at right here is for a cohort 2 student, so it is not going to show any information here for the first couple of things. If that's different for you and there are numbers here like this, then that just means you started with us at the beginning of the quarter or the beginning of the school year. So if it says exempt, that's why it says exempt. You might be a cohort 2 student and you don't have to do stuff that was assigned before you were part of our school. So scrolling down here, you're going to notice that when I zero things out, I include directions, video instructions. So there's lots and lots of help here. Getting into the Unit 3, just to reiterate this, so there's a missing quiz here, 0 out of 13 points. Here's a direct link to the quiz, but since the course access, the progress was so low, I would not recommend directly clicking on this quiz. I'll show you what to do here in just a moment. I also wanted to point out that there's written work. That's right, written assignments. You will not accrue enough points, even if you ace every quiz, to pass this class. Written work has to be done in order to get enough points to pass. Okay? And there are video instructions for every written assignment in this class where I walk you through from start to finish how to do each individual written assignment. They're not hard, they're not long projects, and some of them can be quite useful. For instance, writing a resume. Not only can you turn that in for a grade here, you can save that document to your computer and use it to get a job. So that's the kind of stuff we do in this class for written work. But let's take a look at this right here together. And I'm going to show you why it's a better idea to go through the content than clicking on this. I use this as more like a bookmark for you guys than anything else. But we're going to find the 3.02 quiz together. So if you go up to the top of the page, you can click on the Content tab. And when you get into here, you're going to see why this is so important. So we're going to select Unit 3. That's where that quiz was located. And then once you click that, all the information on the right changes to that unit. As you scroll down, you're going to see learning modules where it says learn here and there's a 1. That means this course content has not been accessed yet. It would show a check mark if it had been clicked on. It has not been clicked on. And there's not a lot of stuff here, guys, but it does go over what you're going to be quizzed on. As you scroll down, you're going to see the next learning module. So this is a little better because 2 of the learns have at least been clicked on. So that's good. That's a step in the right direction. And if that's what it looks like for you, that's better. And the assessment right here has not been accessed yet. So I would go through here, click on the learn, read through the learn, and this is what it looks like if you do that. So you click the learn, and then you click on Read Pages, and then it opens up a window like this. And in here, once it loads, you're going to have content slides. And they're not really long, as you can see. They're pretty short. And if I just move this, you can see here, this is how you tab to the next content slide. And like this right here, this is the entire content slide. Just keep moving. And you go through it. Key concepts, some of the stuff is interactive, like in your math class. But most of it is just quickly reading up on something and trying to figure out what this unit is talking about. When you get to the end, you can take the quiz. And it's really that simple. But if you just try to take the quiz without going through the content, you're probably not going to do too well on the quiz. The other thing we have on here is written work. So again, I'm going to stay with Unit 3 here, and I'm going to just scroll down to the 3.03 module. You're going to see a personal budget. So if I click on this, it's going to take us here. And I have video instructions right here. You just click play, 8 minutes and 42 seconds, walks you through the whole project. From accessing it here in the course content, to actually typing on the document you're going to download, all the way through the submission process. And the submission process, I do get questions on this as well. So if you were to click on this one more time, it'd take you to a screen kind of like the content slides we just showed. And this is where you'd actually turn it in. I go over this in the video, but just in case you want a little extra help, this is where you turn it in as well as download that worksheet, which is right here. This upload button is where you'd actually turn something in. So all you gotta do is click that, select the document on your computer, upload it for grading. That's how you turn it in. And it's the same process for all written work in this class. Now, hopefully that's helpful for you getting caught up. If you have a very low grade, I'd recommend getting going on those written assignments right away because the quarter ends soon. Quarter 1 ends October 28th. So that's the last day you can turn in work for quarter 1. If any of this is unclear, please respond to the email and I'll help you out.